Now the story of two people who are doing the same.
But their battle is much different. They're fighting multiple sclerosis. We would like to introduce you to Megan Douglas of Laurel, who was diagnosed with MS in 2013, and Bella Hambrick of Eden, who is here to tell us what it's like as a caregiver of someone with MS, as her mother has battled the disease for many years now. Megan, let's start with you. Tell me, what was it like when you first got your diagnosis?
It was upsetting.
Yeah.
I cried. My husband was with me. He was hurt. He was hurting for me.
Right.
We had only been married 3 years when I received my diagnosis, and it was hard. He didn't know that that was something that he would be dealing with, but he took our vows very seriously.
Aww.
And
he stood up.
He has been amazing.
Was it, did you have a clue? I mean, was it a complete surprise, or did you kind of think, you know, I mean, sometimes you Google them. Did you have it in the back of your mind that this could happen?
Yes, I had optic neuritis a couple of years before my final diagnosis, loss of vision in my left eye. They did an MRI at that time to look for lesions and didn't see any at the time, but
Wow.
with a follow-up MRI, they did see evidence of MRI or MS activity.
Thank you for sharing your story with us. There are a lot of people that need to hear it, and I know sometimes it's kind of tough, but thank you for that. Bella, let me ask you, it can't be easy as a caregiver for someone else with MS. What's it been like with your mom?
Well, my mother's been diagnosed since 1996, so she's had MS pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
So I was 6 years old when she was diagnosed.
So it's just been a part of life?
It's just been a part of life. I mean, you have to learn to do things for yourself, and you have to learn about what's really important, and so you have to make sacrifices and choices in order to.
Is it something that runs in the family? Do you have a risk of maybe developing it?
I do have a risk. They do offer like testing for children who have parents of MS. You can go, and I have other friends who also have parents with MS, and it's not really a test I'm in line to go take either. So if it happens, it happens, but
right.
I don't want to live my life in fear of it either.
Sure.
So affecting the family, this has got to be huge, affecting the family.
Yes. So actually, I wrote a blog post about this. My mother, when she first got diagnosed, about a year later, she took me to Disney World. And it rained in Disney World, like the whole time we were there, because it was like the beginning of March. And
this is your mom here?
yes, that's my mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she actually made me walk all of Disney World in the pouring rain for a week, because she's like, we were doing Disney World. And her and I had a conversation about a couple of weeks ago, and she was like, you know, Belle, you know I didn't make you walk in the rain because I was mean. I did it because I didn't think I was going to get an opportunity to do so. And I understood that even at the time. Like, I knew we couldn't go in the summer like everybody else because Ma couldn't walk outside and be in the heat, and so just learn to adjust.
Okay, so obviously you're both very passionate about finding a cure for MS, and you have an event that's coming up at Walk MS. Tell us about that.
We were both involved in Walk MS last year.
Yes.
This is our first year actually being captains of our own team.
Yes.
My team is M and MS.
My team is Kindness Matters, and Miss Maryland United States is actually on our team, and so we're working to. This is a whole big part of the Kindness Challenge. So.
And we can get involved as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So there's 2 walks?
There are 2 walks. There is one in Ocean City. There's also one that is more local at the Salisbury Zoo. The Salisbury Zoo walk is going to be April 10th. The boardwalk, MS walk, will be April 9th.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so at Salisbury Zoo, register at 8 in the morning. The walk starts at 9.
Yes.
And then, as we showed you, the Ocean City walk as well. You can register, I'm assuming, an hour before it starts.
You can register that day.
That day?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
You can just show up and register and walk. So.
Wonderful.
Okay. Sounds like a great idea, great cause. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing both of your stories, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good luck, Bella. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.